Hello, everybody. How are we all? Good? Welcome to Aussie Modeler Live. How are we all? Hang on. Good? I'll fix up my sound. There we go. So, it looks like it's just me. How are we all? Happy Father's Day to everybody in Australia, because I don't think it's Father's Day in the rest of the world. Some people, yes. So Hibbo got distracted and is helping his mother do something at the last minute, and it seems like Jace forgot it's Sunday. Anyway, so it'll be a short one by the looks of things, because I can't do this on my own, can I? How are you, Paul? And how are you, mate? Good? That's good. Bildrat, how are you, buddy? Yes, they've abandoned ship and left me adrift, but that's okay. I will soldier on. Okay? I will soldier on. Dominic, how are you, buddy? How are you up north? Way up north? Okay? So, yeah. Welcome. Model officer, hey, buddy, welcome. And hello, Harry. I can see you all popping in. I'm watching direct through the YouTube. Yeah, so it's just me. It's just me. It looks like Jace may try and get on. He's driving at the moment. If you could read the chat I'm getting of the messages at the moment. Can I please beg forgiveness? I don't know. Should I be forgiving Jace? I don't know. That's a bit much to ask, isn't it? Hey? God. Anyway. Morning, Model Tank Guy. How are you, buddy? So we can talk about me, because I've had a pretty eventful weekend, actually. I've had a real shit weekend, actually. Really bad. I endured almost the worst pain in my life. Almost. It's not been a good year, 2023. It started off with a dislocated toe in Thailand. Then it became a massive toothache that I had to get a tooth ripped out. That was terrible. A bike accident just a month ago now, where I've grazed myself and taken skin off and rode off my bike. And on Friday, straight after my live stream on my channel, I thought, I'm going to go to the local hobby shop and pick up some paint that I need. So I got all my bike gear on. I'll keep the story short because I'm telling it so many times. Ready to go, and felt a bit of a pain in my side. Getting a little bit sore. So I took my bike gear off, sat down on the lounge for a bit. What was that? Lie down on the lounge? No. Strange. Probably just gas or something, So I went and lay down in bed, but I couldn't get any comfortable. There was no relief. So I laid there for about half an hour, and then I got up and I thought, it's feeling a bit better now. Thought, it seems to be easing off. Got my bike gear back on, went downstairs, jumped on the Suzuki V-Strom 1000. Off I went, and I got probably about 10 minutes down the road when the pain came back. I thought, no way, I got to go to a medical centre. This is not good. So I detoured back to the medical centre, went into the medical centre, and by then I was almost doubled over a bit. I told them at the desk, I said, I'm in real pain in my side. I don't know what it is. I need to see a doctor as soon as possible. Can I sit in the other room where the people aren't? Because this is embarrassing. No problem. I went in. I waited. There were 2 people in front of me, sitting out there. Anyway, I got in there. As soon as he saw me, kidney stone, he said, go pee in this. Went, peed, gave him a sample. He tested it, said there was a bit of blood there. And, so he sent me for an radiology for an x-ray, which is a couple of suburbs away. So I thought, all right, psyched myself up, tried to block out the pain, used my willpower, jumped on my motorbike and rode to the radiology, about 15 minutes away. Parked, got there, went upstairs. By the time I got to the desk in radiology, the pain was pretty bad. Told them what's going on. They sat me on the side, straight away sent me in. Went in the change room, got my gear off, put on my gown, got to the bench where you lie down and get pushed into the x-ray thingo. They stuck a needle in me, pumped some dye into me, put that through. And then while I was in there, I started to feel hot, fever, nausea, sick. I started to throw up. The pain was unbearable at that point. Then they decide, call me a paramedic, call the ambulance. They called me an ambulance. Ambulance took about 15 minutes to get there. Paramedics took one look and then got the morphine ready. Gave me 2.5 mils of morphine and an injection to stop me throwing up. I was like experiencing like a 7.2 earthquake, my whole body shaking. And then the morphine kicked in. My God, the relief from the pain, I had tears coming down my eyes. It was so good to get rid of that pain. And the pain went from a 9 out of 10. So when they asked me what was your pain out of 10, I said 9 out of 10. I said if it was 10, I'd be unconscious. And I wouldn't be able to tell you it was a 10. And it dropped down to about 2. So anyway, all good. Jumped in, went down. They put me on the chair, strapped me in, took me down. Ambulance, off to the hospital. In through emergency. No pain, so I'm all good. I got in there. Doctors come out, saw me, explained all about kidney stone, what the X-ray showed. 5 millimeter, one in from my kidney. It's left my kidney and gone down the whatever that tube is. And it's about 2 centimeters from my bladder, and that's where the X-ray caught it. 5 mil stone. All right. So anyway, they put me in, and sorry, Bilge. Look, I'll give you a text message. You just go have a nap, and I'll text you when I'm finished. So anyway, to cut a short story shorter, woke up. I stayed overnight, and next morning, basically discovered that my bike keys and my house keys were misplaced somewhere in all the panic and stuff, and completely disappeared. So I got home, had to call a locksmith. $250 later, I got into my apartment here. Yes, I got stoned. And then I couldn't find the spare key from a motorbike, which I haven't seen for years. I've never needed it. I had no idea where it was, so I rung Suzuki and asked them, and a locksmith, how much and what the details were. How do I get a spare key? So the locksmith quoted me $800 to $1,000 to get a spare key made up. Unbelievable. He said if you go through Suzuki, they'll charge you upwards of $2,000 for a spare key for my bike. I mean, what the F is this world, eh? Unbelievable. So at that point, I started having a good look around and search around, and you wouldn't believe it, I actually found my spare keys. So thank God for that. So I ended up, my neighbour taking me for a lift, got my bike, key, no problem. Sorry, that was wrong. I went up there and got it towed home because I didn't have the keys at that time. So I got it towed back to here. But when I found the keys, all good. But that saved me a fortune. So that's it. That's it. That's where I am right now. Home, in my house. Keys from a bike, no problem. This kidney stone, I don't know where it is. I haven't peed it out unless I have without noticing. But a 5mm stone, I think I'd notice if I did. I've been in no pain at all since the morphine lasted me about 4 hours, and when that wore off at night when I was in hospital, I went right through the whole night in hospital with no pain at all. Wake me up every couple of hours to do my blood pressure and stuff, but no pain. And right up until now, no pain. And I don't know what the process is from there. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was my weekend. And of course, today I managed to jump on my bike, head out to the hobby shop to buy the paint I was after, which is this metallic color. It's for the Tyrrell I'm doing. I'm doing the little nuts and bolts on the engine, just touching it with chrome silver. And I went out. This is what I was originally going out to get, and there it is there, you know. But this cost me $10. $10, 30 mil. I mean, seriously? And now I did a bit of research. $10 Australian works out at £5 if you're in the UK, or $6.50 if you're in the US. Is that expensive? Because that sounds like a rip-off to me. Anyway, that was the least of my problems for the weekend. Harry, how are you, mate? Saying, you will know when you pass excruciating pain in my groin. Great. Okay. All right. As long as it doesn't last long. With what I've been through, I felt like I'd been shot. I thought I'd been shot. The pain was like, I was literally, yeah, up there with the worst pain ever, I think. Almost. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I'm having fun working on my model over there. It's coming together really well. Yeah, something to look forward to. Well, I'm off to work tomorrow, so it'll probably happen. I don't know. I'll just pee whenever I can, as much as I can. Drinking heaps of Coke. Hey, good old Coke. It's zero sugar, so this is good for you. You know, that'll probably break up the stone. That's probably what'll happen. It'll just crumble up and come out in pieces I won't even notice with all the Coke coming through me, I reckon, because this thing will dissolve anything, won't it? Yes, I hope. I don't know. But anyway, looking ahead, I do have to go back for another x-ray in 2 weeks to make sure the stone's gone. So can it take that long? I don't know, but I certainly don't want that pain to come back. I've been given some medication and painkillers by the hospital, and I've been told not to hesitate at all if I feel like that pain's coming back again. And I certainly won't. That's for sure. Yeah, you're probably right there. Yes, artificial sweeteners and God knows whatever else is in the food and drink we have. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I probably have the worst diet and food you could ever have. But there you go. Like, hey, I'm 56 and I've never had kidney stones before. So I'm just guessing it's just going to be a one-off, all right? Yeah. I've survived worse. That's for sure. Anyway, so that's about me. What about you, Hibbo? What have you been up to? Oh, sorry, Hibbo, you're not here, are you? Oh, gosh. Hibbo. Hey? Helping his mum. Right? Happy Father's Day. Did I say that? Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Jace, what have you been up to? Oh, you're not there either. Oh, there's an echo. There's nobody here. Who's in chat? How many we got? 8 watching. I expect it to be down because it is Father's Day and people have got, you know, better things to do. I don't know. Is it Father's Day in the UK? Is it Father's Day where you are, Dominic? I don't think it is, eh? I know Mother's Day's on a different day. I heard that Mother's Day is 9 months after Father's Day. It's just a coincidence there. But I guess that depends where you are in the world. So, yeah. Yeah, so thank you all for coming. It was good to chat. I mean, what can I do? I haven't got much more to say, you know. I've been painting on my model over there. I've just painted the radiators, put 2 radiators together, painted them up. They're looking really nice. Oh, right, your father's passed away since you were 12. Okay, no idea. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Father's Day was, well, it was busy yesterday in the shopping centre. I know that because of Father's Day. I had to get my bike out of the car park because the tow trucks couldn't go in there, of course. I had to get my bike into the street, which meant pushing it out. Fortunately, the steering lock wasn't on. That would have made things difficult. I had to push it out the entry to the car park, which was constant with cars coming in. So the Westfield security came down. There were 4 of them, and they ended up standing outside blocking the traffic while me and the RACQ or NRMA road service guy pushed the bike out into the street. Yeah, but there was tons of people out shopping. It's like friggin' Christmas, you know. What else? Yes, I got a nice text from. I have a son. My son sent me a text, a Happy Father's Day text. I hope he's not watching, but I have to be honest and say that that's probably the first Father's Day message I've had in I don't know, 12 years. Yeah. Anyway, it was nice to get it. There you go. Right, so how are we going? 7 in. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be a short show, unless for some miracle Jason gets home and gets on and whatever. But I don't know what he's doing for Father's Day. I'm sure he probably has something on. Otherwise, the weather here has been quite good. If you want to talk about the weather, it's been not real warm, but sunny. Yeah, I've got to go to the doctor tomorrow with the results. I've got all the results here from the hospital and my x-rays. If I won't show you my x-rays, but I've got tons of x-rays all in there from the radiology. But somehow I've got to get this. Oh, look, there's what the doctor, she wrote describing. See? So there's the stone almost out. Almost. Oh, no, or is that the stone? There's the stone there, I think. Yeah. And that line she drew means that 95% of people with a stone up to 6 millimeters will pass it without any problem. Yay. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen, I guess. But the problem is, see, as she explained, because this kidney is not working as it should be because of the blockage, the other kidney's taking all the extra work, which means all the pressure going down this urinary tract is running down this one rather than this one to help push the stone out. That's why it can be a slow process, because you don't have that pressure because your other kidney's compensating for this kidney that's not working properly. So there's less pressure to push the stone out. So there you go. So I might try later, like just standing on my head, do a handstand, jumping up and down. I don't know, rolling around. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I'm just glad to get a nice night's sleep, you know, like in my own bed. Hospitals aren't. It was okay. I sleep well in most conditions, but hearing people groaning and moaning all night, you know, it's like, shut up, will you? I'm trying to sleep. there were about 8 people in the short stay room that I was in with curtains around, and there was people from, I don't know, some of the, I can't remember what some of the symptoms were, but one woman on my right-hand side, I think she was Korean. She was Korean. Oh, all night. Oh, crying, pain all night. Like, for God's sake, shut up, will you? Some people have got to sleep, Anyway, I shouldn't be selfish, should I? I only had a kidney stone. So, back to modelling. Oh, we never were. We never even really start talking. Here we go. I've got a message here. What's this one? Be there soon, Pete. Jason is on the way. Oh, somebody. Yes, Jason is on the way. Simon is. Oh, we might have Hibbo come in. Fingers crossed. Hibbo will come save the day. Hey? So what have you guys been up to? How's your weekend been? Doing models or other stuff? I mean, there is more to life than building models, as Jason knows. There's a lot more to life than building models. Yeah. I just worry about, you just pretend you're in the knock shop, laughing my ass off. Moreton Bay Modelling, hello. Yes, holding the reins, I am. Yeah, I'm hoping one of them will show up shortly. Yeah. Pete, Dominic's saying, Pete, I want to see that. You jump in the round, stand on your head, roll on the floor. I have my camera ready. All right, ready? Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. I don't want that pain again. And I don't want to be far from a hospital. And I tell you now, I won't go to my local close hospital in my suburb here, because the last time I went there with my bad toothache and I was up in the 8-level pain, they told me to sit down and had to wait 5 hours to see a doctor. Screw that. No, I'll be heading back to the hospital where I went to before. Yeah, because that's not going to happen anyway, because I'm going to be fine. Famous last words. Oh, what's this? Finish the satin clear coat on the MK9 Spitfire. Oh, I bet that looks good. I was up at Hobbyco today and I had a look at a few Lamborghinis. I've never built a model car before, and I want my first car to be a Lamborghini Countach, because always, since a kid, I've always loved the Countach. But can I find one? No. I can find a Diablo, a Ventador, a couple others, but no Countaches. Oshima is another one I saw too. I don't know, what are Oshima kits like? Are they all right? They're like $100 the kit, and I looked at the box. It said it's 20 centimeters long, so literally that's all it is. That's 20 centimeters long. I'm not paying $100 for, I mean, I want something that's got nice engine detail. But unfortunately here in Australia, through the big model suppliers, Tamiya kits, all sold out or out of stock. B&A, Frontline, Metro, no. And when they say out of stock, that means sometimes they'll never get it in, or it could be a long, long time. I could do another model, but no, I want to do what I want to do. So the Oshima ones, they only had those other Lambos. They didn't have a Countach. But I got to tell you, the Hobbyco store I went to in Burwood, it's about a 15-minute, 20-minute ride. Yeah, probably have to order it from Japan, which is not a bad idea. They're very cheap over there, and even though postage is a bit expensive, the cost of the kits are so cheap, it works out pretty even. 1/16 scale kit. Yeah, okay, that's probably the better scale. That's like material up there is 116, isn't it? No, that's 112. Yeah. But there was one Tamiya kit I saw where the engine has got so much detail in it, it actually comes with a stand, so you have the choice of having it in the car or outside the car. So, yeah, that would be nice. But that hobby shop, it's probably the largest like bricks and mortar store to buy hobbies in, and their range of kits has just shrunk. There's not even a full single aisle of plastic model kits anymore. There's one aisle on one side and about 6 foot on the other, and it's about four shelves high, and that's it for their model range. Everything else is Bandai, Lego, or other brands of space, Star Wars, and all that stuff. That's just, yeah, mostly Bandai stuff. Nothing. The plastic models are really disappearing from the shops. G'day, Paul, Plastic Monkey. How are you, mate? Welcome. Yes, it's just me. You're not seeing things. Yeah, my two friends, I'm hoping will still show up. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so the stores are just taking up they're going where the money is and the market is, and because we have a big Chinese and Japanese and Asian population here in Sydney, I think they're focusing more towards that style of kits. You know, it was like I was talking to Jason and a few others about last week, saying, say it's your son's birthday, your kids, or it's Christmas, and you take them to the hobby shop and you want to go in there and get them buying a model kit. Little Johnny was the example I used, goes in and buys a plane or a car or something like that and takes it, and they take it home. That's all good. Trouble is, how's he going to paint it? Dad's not just going to happen to have an airbrush and a compressor sitting in the garage, is he? And all these Tamiya paints, Mr. Hobby paints, and everything else in the shop, none of them they're all airbrush. So it sort of deters you from even touching those plastic model kits, doesn't it? I know Airfix have their starter kits with their little paints on them, and that's all fine, but it's limited, isn't it? It's not helping get the hobby back up, even though there's so many other distractions in this day and age with mobile phones and social media and everything, that most kids aren't going to sit down and build a model. Having said that, I think it was last year, I gave my son a plastic model, which I know he's never had before, and it was one of those kits, an Airfix, I'm not sure what plane it was, but an Airfix kit that came with the brushes and the paints in it. I gave it to him, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll never see that again. But sure enough, he did put it together and brush painted it, and it came up reasonably good. So that's a good thing. But yeah, the market in the shops is even online, is targeting the people who pretty much have been modelling for a long time and have all their equipment, particularly an airbrush and compressor. These Spitfires and these new kits coming out and all this stuff behind me, you can't brush paint any of that. You can't even airbrush that unless you've got experience, or you're using outlaw paints. If you're outlaw paints, like I said in the past, you could hold the airbrush between your toes and spray it, and it'll come out beautiful. Seriously. But a lot of people don't know that yet. That's still getting out there. You guys in the UK will have yours only a couple of months away now. So yeah. I'm looking forward to the time when everybody's going, oh, I tried those outlaw paints, I'm hooked, I've got to get some more and all the rest of it, because that's pretty much what everybody who's trying it is saying. Of all the people I know in Australia that are using outlaw paints, I haven't heard any negative. Nothing negative. In fact, they don't even say nothing. They go out of their way to say this is good. I don't know. I'm not gonna, you'll see what I mean, you guys. You guys in the UK and the US, you'll see what I mean. You know, you'll see. Dominic saying, do you only have one hobby shop in all of Australia? No. There's probably about 4 or 5 within a 45-minute drive or motorbike ride of where I am, but I'm in the middle of Sydney. I'm in the centre of Sydney here, so population. Melbourne down in in Victoria is very big with modelling. They've got some big stores down there. But a lot of it, as we know, is all online now. But yeah, there's the big brand name hobby stores. They're all privately owned, the other hobby stores. Hobby Co is one that, well, I used to think they were Australia-wide, but they're not. I think they're only in New South Wales and maybe one other state. They used to be specifically plastic models. Now they're going into everything else. And another big thing too is remote control. RC stuff is getting huge now. But that's a totally different category, isn't it? I mean, you don't build them, you don't paint them. You just, there they are in the box. Take them out, stick the batteries in, and off you go race your car. I go more detail than that, of course. You can go in and customize your cars and build them, but it's a different thing. But it's a social thing, and that's where everything is going these days. See, you do plastic model building, it's a solo thing most of the time. All right, you're going to sit there by yourself and build a model. That's the way it is. Remote control, you get out there with your mates and you race them. They have tracks set up in stores and locations. There's clubs where you go and race your cars. The Tamiya store in Bangkok, I would say 50% of their store was remote control RC equipment and cars. And of course, if you saw my video, you'll see I videotaped outside. They have a members premium area. You swipe your card, go in there, and there's a whole track layout. And there's guys in there and walk in there with their bags full of their cars and their mechanic parts, and they set up, like a pits, and they jump in there and race them. So yeah, completely different. As Dominic saying, if you are looking for something special, make a day out of it. I do too. Then you will get somewhere. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I was just before the live stream talking to Samantha, Sam, and she now lives up north of Sydney. She goes to a hobby shop up there called Frontline, and we're going to talk to you, Paul. You're there. You're still, if you're still there. If you want to, one weekend in the next few weeks or a month or whenever, want to take a trip up there and we can meet her up there and go to Frontline. I'll throw in for your share of the fuel cost, and we could go up there on a Saturday or Sunday and spend some money and go to Frontline Hobbies. I've never been there. I don't know if you have. But that was a suggestion by Sam this afternoon. She mentioned that. So there we go. And now what we got? Oh, it looks like, I'm sorry guys, but I'm just up to, and yes, so Jace won't be with us. So there we go. Jace has been distracted, other things, so not a problem. And Simon, don't know what's happening. But anyway, we'll see. We'll go for another 5 minutes. I can talk your heads off for a bit. We've got 12 watching, so that's okay. Dominic's saying the scale models for vets groups does that 1 or 2 a year through Belgium. Okay, I'm going next year too. Oh mate, that'd be great. I have never been to a model show in my life. Never. No. I did last year go to a model club, but they were wooden models, majority, tall ships and stuff. Not my thing. But other than that, it was just a club display I showed up to because it was local. But I have never been to a model show. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine the first model show I go to would be something like Telford? Hey? God, yeah. So just remember, jump on my channel, buy me a coffee about 4,000 times, and then I could afford to fly over to Telford next year. Next year. Yeah. We don't have model shows here in Sydney. They have a big one in Melbourne, and I think there's one in Canberra shortly, but even that's a fair way away. It'd have to be an overnight thing. It's a 2.5 hour drive from here. But the other ones in the other states, yeah, you'd have to fly. You know what Australia's like, so big. Paul's Price is saying, yes, still here, Pete, and I have been to Frontline. It's only a 3-hour drive from Sydney, yeah. But it's different. A 3-hour drive is a lot more comfortable than a 3-hour motorbike ride. I mean, that's a 6-hour trip both ways. That's, but yeah, we might be able to work something out. We're just going to have another sip of anti-kidney stone fluid here. Oh, I can feel it breaking up that stone now. It'll be down to 1 mil pieces in no time. It's just out she'll go. I'll hear this little tink, 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 tink. Go, oh, good, done. Yeah, that's what'll happen, I'm sure. All right. Yeah. So, what were we talking about? Just crap, eh? 12 watching. That's good. How's Sue? You ready for your Sunday stream tomorrow? Oh, we just got a message from Simon, 2 minutes away. There we go. Yeah, so Ice Queen 7 will be live streaming tomorrow in approximately 12 hours, maybe 11 hours from now. Yeah, about 11 hours from now, because to me that'll be 4:30 in the morning, and that'll be half an hour into my drive of my deliveries. So yeah, you guys know that. I don't have to tell you. Go check out Ice Queen 7's channel because you already know that's where all you're from. But I'm looking forward to it. Always have a good laugh, Not too much of a good laugh, otherwise I've got to pull over and, so I don't have an accident. She's still in bed. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock, isn't it? Is it 8 o'clock in the morning? God, all right, Sunday. All right, I'll let her off. Yeah, and tell her I don't think it's the vegetables, my lack of vegetables that cause the kidney stone. I don't think it's that. I reckon if I ate more vegetables, I'd have more kidney stones. Anyway, here we got something happening here. Paul's sending me a photo. Oh, it looks like a Spitfire, looking really nice. Wow. Oh, look, there's me in the background. It's right in front of you. Look at that. That looks good, Paul. Very nice. Yes, an old woman. Oh, careful, Dom. 8:30, Pete. Yeah, 8:30. Oh, well. Look, Paul, you just go out there and make her a good English breakfast and have that ready take it in on a tray. Yeah? I know you'll do that. I know you will. You're going to stay in the good books for the live stream tonight. Oh. I want to hear from her on the live stream that she was given breakfast in bed this morning. Paul, can you organise that? Yes, be careful, Dominic. You'll get in trouble calling her old woman need her rest. Gosh. Anyway, we got some good news, guys. I see somebody down in the corner called little old me. Shall we let him in? Yes? Yeah, we'll take a vote. I think we should take a vote. No, that's all right. We'll let him in. Here he is. Hey! Thank God you're here. That's a good show, by the way.
Hey?
And now that you're here, I've got to put my headphones on so I can hear you.
Oh, dear. Dear.
And now my speakers are mess up because I'm hearing my echo.
Oh, dear. Imagine having to listen to your voice.
Wow. Okay. All right. I can deal with this for. We'll deal with this for a little bit.
Oh, Plastic Monkey's got a private hire job, eh?
Feels like he's a limo for the day.
No, I don't think he's a limo. I think Paul's getting a bit of the old, bit of on the side.
Oh, wash. Yeah.
Bit old dodgy Paul, eh?
Oh, God. Okay, I think I solved my echo problem now.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's better. I didn't have the channel muted and I was getting that through here. But I'm hearing myself echo like I had last time.
Yeah, okay.
Don't know. But I'm not the only one. Other people using StreamYard have had this problem.
So I'm just having a quick look at the comments, and it's got down to Alex's "Get off your high horse." Buffer started this show. He actually didn't. It was a joint between all three of us. So you're wrong there, Bilge. Sorry, mate.
You actually started the channel, didn't you?
I actually started the idea of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So hello, everyone. I'm here.
Yeah. Wishful thinking, says Paul. Yeah. Enjoy your beer. Yeah.
I'm going to tell Sue. Sue's going to growl at you, Paul, and then move all the way to Australia to be with Peter.
Now you've done it. Jesus Christ. Blown the
Mum bought me some socks.
Me and Sue are going to Thailand. Sorry to break it to you, Paul.
Mum bought me some socks.
Look at that. It's a spotted worm.
It's a giraffe, you dick. So I've got to wear it tomorrow too. I've got a memorial to go to. So.
Okay.
And good news, a friend of mine's daughter just debuted in the AFLW for Hawthorn yesterday. Don't know how they went because I don't watch AFLW, but
cool.
Her mum's an absolute gun football player. Her dad was a gun football player, and pretty sure Matea's going to be an amazing football player. So
runs in the family.
Go her.
Cool. Very good.
So, yeah. So have you pissed out your stone, mate?
Not that I know of, and I think I would, wouldn't I?
You'd hear it. Thanks, Bilge. I've had a pretty good day, mate. It's just another day for me. Daughter doesn't contact me for Father's Day or birthdays or Christmas. So,
yeah, I got a surprise text from my son who hasn't in 10 years sent me a Father's Day message.
Wasn't he living with you a couple of months ago?
Yeah, but that was only for a couple of months.
Oh.
Then he disappeared. So.
Oh, he knows you're loaded. He wants all your money.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Loaded.
It's all right. Just give it to me.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Well, hopefully everyone's had a lot better weather than I have in the last couple of days. It's been absolutely flogging down here in Perth.
That means raining for those who aren't Aussie.
Yeah, and you'll actually hear it when I put up my next video, which will be the next day or two. So
okay.
I've got to do it before I go away so I can remember where I'm up to. It's taken me all day to... that's all. Don't worry about it, Alex. It's all good, mate. It's all good. I'm used to it. It's been 26 odd years. She hasn't messaged or rang me for... Oh, no. We'll say since she was 14, so 16 years. She hasn't messaged me for my birthday, Father's Day, Anzac Day, birthdays, Christmas. Yeah,
wow.
So, don't matter. Yeah, because I get confused where I'm up to, and I've spent all day today trying to work it all out. So But I do have another cooking channel. Sorry, everyone, because the last one was attached to my uni email address, which I don't have anymore, and I can't actually change that address. I've tried everything.
Oh, right.
So it's called, I'll just put it down here in the comments.
Yeah.
Oops. That's cook. Just an average Aussie home cook.
Okay.
I've been concentrating more on shorts because you seem to get a lot more views on shorts.
Well, nobody wants you to watch. No one wants to watch you much longer than a short.
Well, no one wants to watch anyone much longer than a short, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
I mean, I can't sit there for an hour and watch fucking people dribble on about. I mean, I know we're a modelling channel and everything like that, but watching people dribble on about modelling for an hour is just, or 2 hours in some cases.
Yeah. I've just cut my videos down to half hour now.
Yeah.
Because it's too long. I can
see,
understand
mine will average around about 15 minutes, so maybe 15, 20. There's a lot of sped up stuff in there and voiceovers, but
not enough time for you to burn anything.
Well, no, I'm doing actual roast pork tonight. It's going to be a longer one, but it's not going to be. I mean, because it's in the baby Q, and thanks, Paul. It's been tasting nice too. Because it's in the baby Q on the rotisserie, you can't really sit there and video the whole fucking thing. But
no, so that's right. Fair enough.
So what I've done now is I've excuse me for a sec. Oh, excuse me. I've put it in as like the start. I've said, I've had it in the fridge uncovered overnight. Then I've chucked a whole heap of salt on it, put it back in the fridge, so taking more of the moisture out of the skin. So it would do really well, because the last one I did on the rotisserie was over at my mum's house, and
I got to show you something.
I had wind coming in from the sides.
I got to show you something.
Yeah, hang on. So I had a bit of wind coming in from the side, so the internal heat of the Weber wasn't getting hot enough. So where it is at my place, it's going to get fucking super hot. And the steaks have been awesome, Paul. Have been really, really good. They're just bought from Woolworths too. So, no, I got one from one of the butchers around the area. But all these Yanks are telling me I'm wrong, saying that it's a New York strip. Yes, it is a New York strip in America, but we call it a porterhouse here in Australia.
Or a sirloin.
Yeah. So they're telling me it's completely wrong, and I've had to. One bloke actually got very vitriolic towards me and said I didn't know what I was doing and all that sort of shit. And I'm just like, well, hang on, mate. Called me all sorts of names, so I just blocked him. So.
Well, I'm going to start up my gourmet cooking channel where we're going to go through some of this for the impoverished crowd of people that can only afford.
How much did that cost?
This cost. Where's the price? That was about $14.
Okay, my steaks cost less than that, mate.
So let's have a look at the result. Through the magic of television.
There's one you produced before.
Look at that.
Yeah, nah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Nah.
Succulent roast pork.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Birds are going to love that on the balcony. Well, I'm not going to eat it. Are you silly? There we go. Chinese barbecue style pork.
I don't hear his echo, Paul.
Really? You've got an echo. How can you? I
don't hear an echo.
Oh, man. It's YouTube. StreamYard. I don't know what the problem is.
Apparently
I hear my echo.
It's apparently echoing through me, but don't know how.
Yeah,
I've got everything set up the way I always have it set up.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. This solved it last time. If I unplug this and play from my speakers, you'll hear it too.
Maybe we need to find something else other than StreamYard.
Yeah. How can we though? Can you do this straight through YouTube? You can't. Yeah.
No, you can't have people. Sure, there's has to be other has to be other ways to do it.
I don't know. It was fine a couple of months ago, and it's just stuffed up. Anyway.
All right, so you've got Twitch, YouNow, Facebook Live, and Periscope. Hulu, Streamlabs.
We could do a Zoom. Can't you do it on Zoom?
Don't know, mate.
And then send it to YouTube. I'll find out.
We'll have a look at some of these tomorrow.
Because if you work here and I'm on my own, it's fine. But as soon as someone else comes in on StreamYard, the echo starts up.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah, I know they can, same as I can. What I could do is I'll shut down YouTube completely.
Yeah, do that.
Right, the only thing I've got open now. No, it's still echoing. Yeah,
Oh, there's like Dom's coming over my place for dinner one night.
Oh. Yes, he is. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. We'll have to find some Dutch. Oh, yeah. Dominic can hear your ego.
Yeah, that's probably louder than the echo. Yeah, if I don't speak, I know. I'll just shut up.
No, don't.
We'll go to sign language.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on because I can't hear shit, eh?
But what did you do last time? You switched to your phone or something, or laptop, or
yeah,
and that fixed it.
Oh, hang on. So there is a new thing which is reduced mic background noise. There's echo cancellation.
Yeah, I've tried all that shit. It doesn't make any difference. Mine ticked echo cancellation. And then reduce microphone background noise. Let me try that. Echoes off. Browser not supported for background noise removal. So first time I've seen that.
And I have everything I'm using. Firefox.
Yeah.
So
that's all I use. Yeah.
No, we'll work something out.
Yeah, they've messed up something. I never saw that showing there before.
No, I don't even know where that's gone now.
Anyway.
Oh dear. Bird. Oh no. Fuck. I've lost everyone. Oh, there we go. Found it.
I'm trying to open us. There we go. This is Modelers Live back up. Muted. 9 watching. Oh, there's a good background. Yeah, prawn.
Yeah. Touch up my appearance. That's a good one for Jason when he gets back on. Touching up his appearance.
It wouldn't help.
Probably not. Oh dear.
Well, that's it. I've had my spiel. I've had my talk. I've got nothing else to say.
What did you say?
Oh, I talked about my exciting kidney stone weekend.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My $1,000 bill for a new key for the motorbike.
I thought you found one. I thought you found it.
Yeah, I did. So avoided that nail in the coffin.
No, I had to laugh when you rang me yesterday or the day before when you were going to hospital. Oh, I'm so much pain.
Yeah, I love my sister too.
Sound like you're giving birth.
It felt like it. Seriously. I couldn't breathe without. Oh, it was just freaking nightmare. It was terrible.
Well, you do have a vagina.
Yeah, apparently I do. You got me worried about that doctor that came in during the night. You know, I'm worried about who that was now.
What doctor?
The one that gave me the finger up the arse.
That wasn't. I didn't say anything about that.
You said it wasn't. It might not have been a doctor. They don't do that anymore. Isn't that what you said?
No,
No, that was my brother-in-law said that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's right. My brother-in-law said that.
It probably wasn't a doctor, mate.
You know, if
One
I was
of
in
those-
Thailand, I'd be more worried.
I was just about to say, it's one of those girls that came over that you've upset in Thailand's come over and used a real appendage to put in the vagina in your bottom.
That felt bigger than your thumb.
And that's a different beer from WA, the Swan Draft. Yeah, Paul. I thought I'd move my computer into my normal little lounge room.
Go on, give us a go. Go hit the piano. Pop out a
No,
tune.
I can't. Look, it's too far away. I'm just not really into it at the moment.
Oh, there you go. Rare tiger.
Oh, look at your fucking nose. I was at the bottle shop the other day, right? And I've got a carton of beer in my arms, which I drank half of last night. Fuck, I drank a lot last night. But anyway, I've got this carton of beer in my arms. And there was about 8 people in front of me, and there was only one person on the till. And my nose got really, really itchy. Like seriously itchy. And I looked at this lady behind me, and she was pretty hot, and I felt like asking her if she could scratch my nose. But I thought I'd better not. So I stood there for about 5 minutes. Hey?
Nice pickup line, though.
Yeah. She would have gone to scratch my nose. No. Nose down there. But I'm like, this is really awkward. So about 5 minutes I'm standing there, my nose is getting itchier and itchier. Get to the counter, I'll plonk the fucking carton on and go, for fuck's sake. He goes, yeah, sorry, mate. I said, no, it's not you. I said, I've just got the itchiest nose. He said, you should stop doing cocaine. Oh.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but I don't do cocaine.
You saw the white stuff all around the top of your face.
If that was you, it'd be something completely different.
Yeah, well, I can tell you morphine's good stuff.
Yeah, I prefer fentanyl.
That stuff
Yeah,
works.
fentanyl is definitely a lot better. So, I'm actually looking at no-vape leasing my car now. Now my credit rating's back to normal.
Really?
So that would save me quite a bit of money in the long run. So it'd be $300 or just under $400 taken out of my pre-tax salary a fortnight, which would leave me more than I've got now by about $200. It'll be $200 better off a fortnight. So,
Well,
which is pretty good. And then I don't have to worry about. Hey?
If you're not using your car, you know.
Well, I hardly use it. I only use it for. Do I drive anywhere? Yeah, I've driven. But I filled up last time I was home, and I've still got 3/4 of a tank in it. So, you know, the only good thing about novated leasing really is the servicing, the tyres, and the rego, you know, and the fuel.
Right.
So if I don't have to pay for that out of my own pocket, it makes me happy. So, yeah. So I'll talk to them tomorrow about that. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what I've done so far this week, haven't done a lot. I'll turn this. Let me just turn this off because you won't be able to see it. Oh, got a green screen. I don't really have a green screen. No backdrop. Close that. That's all I've done is connected the engine to the chassis and painted the front and painted the back and put the front bit on. That's all I've done. This time I've been home. Oh. And painted the body.
Oh, that looks all right. Yeah. Nice colour.
So once I get the rust, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the rust bubbles in it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So I'll get rust all around that, hopefully. But yeah, so all that little back area at the bottom there is going to be all rusty, and so I'm actually quite looking forward to that. I might dedicate a whole video on that one.
15 minutes.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah.
All right. Well,
So I won't be on next week.
That's it.
Yep,
an
that's an hour.
You won't be on next week?
Probably not, no. Depending on how much work we're doing, because I'll be back at work, so.
I'll be here because I'm always here.
You know, you're Mr. Reliable.
Well,
I suppose if you've got 60 kids like Jason, you should really spend Father's Day with them.
That's right. Yeah, go.
And that was just
paint.
Yeah, that was Tamiya, mate. That was a metallic blue for the body. I'm not using Outlaw for that. I only use Outlaw for the good builds, like my ships and jets and stuff. But cars would just be normal, unless I'm doing a car that needs to look good. So, and Pete, that show now, The Last Ship, is getting so stupid.
So I'm on season 4, episode 1.
Yeah.
It's cool, eh?
It gets pretty stupid in season 4 and season 5. Yeah.
All right.
Season 5, it's just so.
How was it when that girl died? That was so unexpected when she got shot.
Oh, Doctor.
Yeah. Wow.
I cried. Yeah. But they're everyone now in season 5, they're all being promoted, and
all right.
The only one who hasn't been promoted is the Master Chief, which he would have been promoted to a commissioned rank if everyone else has gone up 2 or 3 ranks.
So you're finding it fairly accurate in the way they're going?
It's always all ahead flank, which you don't hear all ahead flank all the time. You hardly ever hear that because flank's going to a side. Then you've got, when they talk about the CIC, we don't have a CIC in Australia, in the Australian Navy. We do, but it's just called the Operations Room. CIC is a Combat Information Centre. They talk about bulldogs. So bulldog, that's the surface-to-surface missile because it runs across the surface. You got birds which are going up. They say vampire. I can't remember what vampire was. Pretty sure that might be air to surface, but there's been no jets really firing missiles at the Nathan James or whatever it is. But then you'll hear them talk about Slick 32. Have you heard anything on Slick 32? Slick 32 is the electronic warfare suite. It's just it's AN SLQ 32. It's just the designator for the actual the bit of kit we've got. When they talk about Mother is actually for an aircraft. It's actually the home base of that aircraft. you'll hear them. I don't think they've said father. Father's actually tacan, which is the direction finder. So that actually puts out a signal for the helo. The helo could be miles away without radar contact, and they'll get directed into tacan. They talk about Nixie. Nixie is a towed array, so it's like a torpedo decoy. They talk about chaff. Then they've got Nolka. I think Nolka's in the 4th season. Nolka's an Australian design missile defense electronic thing that just puts out this massive big signal, because most of your missiles are radar guided. So a radar guided missile will find the biggest return and it will go to that. So Nolka puts out a massive signal and the missile will just go straight to that big signal. So it's accurate, but not accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good show. I'm really powering through it.
I'm way past you.
You have, yeah. You've gone through it.
But it makes me miss being a C. So, yeah.
Anyway. All right.
Anyway,
we're gonna call it. Quit it. And,
so I have to go start doing this other video now.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go heat my pork in the microwave and throw some chips in the oven. Have with it.
Get an air fryer, mate. Get an air fryer. So much better.
Yeah. All right. I'll see. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, peeps.
Bye, everybody in chat. Thanks for joining. And well, I'll be here next week.
I might be.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. We're gone. See you all.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Father's Day.